What's going on, YouTube family? Mr. Matt here with Mr. Matt's 5 Minutes of Finance, where we help you along on your journey to financial freedom 5 minutes at a time. Today, I want to talk about that a little more, the journey to financial freedom and how we should avoid the extremes, because once you get into the lifestyle of saving and reducing expenses in your life, it can become addicting. There's a thrill, there's an excitement to saving every time you can get some savings built in or added to your financial life, no question about it. But what we don't want to do is to save for saving's sake. We want to have, of course, some type of goal, whether that be a net amount of net worth or whether that be a certain level of passive income stream so that we can have financial independence. But we also need to have a plan on what we want to do after we have achieved that. And for some of you, because you're going to do it so efficiently, you may achieve that pretty early in your life, say in your 30s or your 40s or your early 50s. And what you don't want to have is nothing really in plan or in place to do after that. And so the other extreme, by the way, so there's an extreme you can have with extreme savings, extreme couponing. The other extreme is extreme consumerism, which unfortunately is where we find a lot of people, particularly in the West and Western cultures, because we're constantly being bombarded with advertising that says you deserve the best, you deserve a big house in the suburbs, you deserve a BMW or a Mercedes or some fancy car, you deserve these things, a higher education, and paying $120,000 and getting into debt to have this attain this educational level. However, that is an extreme that we need to avoid as well. But what we want to do is find some moderation, some balance in the middle of those two extremes. It's important that we don't get caught in either one. Either one is not good for us. And so I want to talk about that in this video, how we really do need to live life. And so just about me in terms of my finances, I'm a saver. I believe I got that from my mother, who bought savings bonds, who saved coins and rolled coins to take to the bank. I find myself saving. I don't do savings bonds right now. I used to, but now I do other investments. And then I also save my coins at the end of every day. If I have change in my pocket, I put it in a little glass container. So that's something that I do directly from my mother. So I'm a saver. I live on about 60% of my income right now and save and invest the rest. That's me. I can't stand fees. I will avoid a fee at any time, at any place, any service. If they charge a fee, I'm really thinking, yikes, I'm not wanting to pay that fee. It makes my skin crawl to be charged a fee. Used to date a woman, her name was Fifi. That didn't work out for obvious reasons. So that is not me at all in terms of wasting money. However, there are times when I splurge. And so I want to talk about that in terms of keeping this balance. When I turned 40 years old, I always wanted a motorcycle. Didn't know how to ride a motorcycle, so I had to take a class, of course, first to learn how to ride a motorcycle. But then I got one and was able to just pay cash for that motorcycle, right? And it did not at all affect or hurt negatively my investing, my savings goals, or any of that. And so that's a part of kind of living life as we go along the way. And then there's one thing I've done which really came along with a lot of guilt for me. In fact, I haven't even told my mother that I've done this one thing. Yeah, I got a maid, a house cleaner, somebody to clean my house. You're thinking, Mr. Matt, you don't have a big house. You can clean your own house. Yeah, but that takes time. It takes time to dust. It takes time to vacuum and all of that. And so I used a Groupon, of course, savings mindset, to get a maid service. But the crackheads they sent, I was like, even though I did use that a couple of times because I got it for a discount. At that company, I thought MAID, M-A-I-D, stood for Meth Addicts in Demand. So I canceled them, went with a recommendation from a buddy of mine, Rob. Thank you for that recommendation, a poker player friend of mine, who gave me a recommendation for someone he had been using for several years. I now use that person for 3 years, and it is money well spent. I'd rather have my time doing YouTube videos or deciding where to invest some money as opposed to cleaning the house. And so that's a place where I splurge. So whatever it is for you, whatever thing that you think will bring life to your joy, will give you more time to spend with friends and family and focus on relationships as opposed to just focusing on finances, Make sure that you have that balance in your life as well. Sure, it's good to save. It's good to avoid fees at all costs. But it's also good to splurge a little bit and enjoy the financial journey, not just focus on the destination. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your financial future.